Now, let me ask this. As somebody who's built, you're the one who started in the trenches. You are the entrepreneur. You're the one who, Yanni, you built that thing, that mad hat with your own hands. You get, when is it time for you to know that you are becoming the hindrance to the growth of the business? When do you stop being Mr. Know-it-all? Are you get my question?
I am.
Rather than you now stay there and that business dies because you refuse to leave.
Down to self-awareness, Richard. If I can give advice to any young person, read books on self-awareness early enough. Find people that will train you and mentor you on self-awareness. Forget this pump-up mentorship of you're gonna make it. Just that's a cheering squad. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about hard truths about yourself. Like, am I short-tempered? Am I arrogant? How am I in a room with people? How am I? What's my vibe when people are around me? Is it trust? Do I just leave a bad taste in people's mouths? You need to know. You may not change it, but you need to know it. I'll tell you, that is an asset that people underestimate. You gotta know, am I the best? I was in front of a banker, very senior banker in this country. Amazing person. I love that person. And, but somewhere in the meeting, I realized he was digging the vibe of my CFO more than my vibe. I shut up. I kept quiet. Kambas say, keep quiet as if you've gone.
Keep quiet as if you've gone.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I shut up and I let the man have his day. Self-awareness. Because I had been with someone who said the problem with you is when people come into the room, you since you're the founder, you want them to know it's you, you're the one. No, sometimes the magic is happening with someone else from your office. What's the end game? What do you want? They've fallen in love with the other person, let it roll and chill the living daylights out.
I love it.
Yeah. Just let the other person shine. It's hard, but self-awareness will start to bring out these things about, do you interrupt people while they talk? Is that your nature? Because there are people who hate that. In fact, there are investors who see that in you and back off. When they're talking to you and you want to finish the thing they are saying before they finish, the jack of all trades type of, are you self-aware? So, at which point do you know you're bad for the business? If you're self-aware, you'll know. In fact, you will set the business up to make sure your weaknesses are taken care of. Because you're self-aware.
You know your blind spots.
Now you can become self-aware by experience, which is painful, or you can become self-aware by submitting yourself to people who can tell you and help you know how to deal with your blind spots and also how to deal with your strengths. Yeah. Are you the right storyteller about the business? If you sit in front of investors, are you the guy that just gives guys a particular vibe? Because it matters. You go on roadshows and you're boring as hell.
People buy into the entrepreneur, not just the numbers.
Not just the numbers. They buy into this guy, is he exciting? Is she exciting? But if you're dozing at your own story, so I'm not saying they want you to be excited, but there's all of us give out a vibe. You gotta figure out what vibe you give out. The people who open their mouths and can't be trusted. Like there's nothing they've done to show someone they can't be trusted. But there's a vibe that people are just like, I don't know, man.
There's something,
man. The last interview you and I did, I think there was a guy who was like, I don't trust this guy. There's something about this guy. To that person, I had a vibe. You know, they didn't think I'll build my homes. They should come and see them getting built now.
And we'll get with time.
With time, we'll talk about this. But the point I'm trying to make is,
first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
On Beulah City. It's important that we know, and not just Beulah City, and EDOMx, everything else that you're building. When the time is right, I'm sure you'll be back here for us to have a conversation about
those
that.
Things. Today is about this very hard subject about capital and entrepreneurs and all.
I love it.
But you will know when you're self-aware what you're not good at and what you're good at. And that is an asset every entrepreneur needs to take time to ask some even Jesus asked, who do people say I am?
Ooh.
Self-awareness.
Okay. Hey man, we've got a couple of questions. I'll do a hard stop at 2 hours.
Okay.
Remember, we'll keep doing these conversations.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you pick? How do you pick your board members? And who and why are board members even important to you? But how do you pick them?